They called him a traitor, a murderer, a man who slaughtered his own clan in a single night. Think about slaughtering hundreds of Sharingan wielders. But in truth, Itachi Uchiha was the greatest ninja to ever live, not because of raw power, but because of intelligence, sacrifice, and mastery over every aspect of shinobi life. This is why Itachi Uchiha stands above them all. From childhood, Itachi was a genius beyond comprehension. He graduated the academy at 7, became a Chunin at 10, and joined the ANBU Black Ops by 11. While others trained to survive missions, Itachi led them. Even the third Hokage trusted him with covert operations that determined the fate of the village. He mastered stealth, assassination, and analysis to a degree few shinobi could dream of. Every mission he touched became a success, even when success meant blood. At 16, Itachi faced an impossible choice: loyalty to his clan or loyalty to the village. When the Uchiha planned a coup, Itachi made the ultimate sacrifice. He wiped out his entire family to prevent a civil war that would have destroyed Konoha. He spared only his little brother, Sasuke, because love, not hatred, guided every action he took. He carried the label of traitor, so his brother could live as a hero. That is true strength. But make no mistake, Itachi's power was terrifying. His Sharingan could trap opponents in Tsukuyomi, a genjutsu so powerful it shattered Kakashi's mind in a matter of seconds. Within that illusion, Itachi could control time itself, torturing enemies for 72 hours in an instant of reality. Few ever survived seeing his eyes, and those who did wished they hadn't. His mastery didn't end there. With the Mangekyo Sharingan, he summoned black flames of Amaterasu, fire that burned even through other dimensions. He later implanted that same technique into Obito's eye to activate automatically the moment Sasuke saw his Mangekyo. Even in death, Itachi was protecting his brother, and when forced to unleash his full power, his Susanoo wielded the Totsuka blade, a spiritual weapon that seals anything it pierces for eternity. No jutsu, no regeneration, no defense could escape it. Combined with the Yata mirror's absolute defense, Itachi's Susanoo was nearly invincible, a perfect balance of attack and protection, the physical embodiment of his wisdom. But what makes Itachi's strength legendary is that he did all this while dying. Ravaged by illness, coughing blood, his chakra fading, he still fought entire battles while holding back. In his final fight with Sasuke, he deliberately allowed his brother to win. Every move, every technique was calculated to push Sasuke to his limits. Even the fatal blow was staged. He smiled as he died, not in defeat, but in peace, finally free of the burden he had carried alone. Even death couldn't contain him. When Kabuto reanimated Itachi during the Fourth Great Ninja War, Itachi didn't just fight back. He broke free from Edo Tensei's control, a feat no one else had ever accomplished. He used Izanami, a forbidden genjutsu so profound it traps the victim in an infinite time loop until they accept their true self. He used it not for power, but for redemption, to end Kabuto's madness and stop the cycle of hatred once and for all. Who else, even as a corpse, saves the world from itself? Itachi's power wasn't in brute force or flashy ninjutsu. It was in restraint, in wisdom, in the willingness to be hated to protect others. He carried the darkness so that others could live in the light. And even now, his legacy defines what it truly means to be a shinobi. Itachi Uchiha was more than a prodigy. He was the perfect balance of love and power, intellect and sacrifice. A man who mastered life, death, and the space between. He could have conquered the world. Instead, he saved it. And that's why, even among gods and monsters, Itachi remains the strongest ninja in Naruto history. Has their claim to power, Naruto, with his unbreakable will. Sasuke, with his thirst for vengeance. Madara, with his godlike strength. But what separates Itachi from all of them is that he achieved perfection without ever seeking it. Naruto needed the Nine Tails, Sasuke needed the curse mark, the Rinnegan, and the hatred of an entire clan. Madara needed forbidden jutsu and a lifetime of war to touch godhood. Itachi? He was already there, long before anyone realized. He mastered the Sharingan before most learned chakra control. He outsmarted the Akatsuki while being one of them. He anticipated every plan of every enemy before it even began. He wasn't just powerful, he was inevitable. Naruto and Sasuke were warriors of emotion, driven by love, hate, and destiny. But Itachi transcended emotion itself. He made choices they could never make. While Naruto shouted about peace, Itachi created it in silence. While Sasuke fought to prove his worth, Itachi sacrificed his worth entirely. Even at his weakest, he could defeat Sasuke at his peak, and still let him win. That's not weakness. That's mastery over self, over ego, over everything. Kakashi was feared as the copy ninja, a genius among geniuses. Yet even he fell victim to Itachi's Tsukuyomi in a single glance. 3 days of torture in 1 second. And Kakashi never forgot it. Pain sought to become a god by forcing peace through pain. Itachi achieved peace through understanding and control. He didn't need 6 paths of power, just one heart strong enough to carry the world's hate. Even Madara and Obito, masters of deception, underestimated him. Itachi saw through Obito's lies years before anyone else. He set traps that activated after his death. The Amaterasu seal he planted in Sasuke's eye was proof, a plan so precise it triggered only when it met Obito's Sharingan. That's chess on a divine level, strategy that exists beyond life itself. True strength isn't measured by how many jutsu you know or how many enemies you can crush. It's measured by how much you're willing to lose for the sake of others. Naruto fought for acknowledgement, Sasuke fought for revenge, but Itachi fought for peace, and no one even knew until he was gone. He could have ruled the ninja world, but instead, he chose to protect it from the shadows. No glory, no recognition, no monuments, only silence and the burden of truth. Even after death, every ninja he touched carried his influence: Sasuke's evolution, Naruto's empathy, Kakashi's wisdom. All of them shaped by Itachi's actions. He became the silent foundation of peace. Because in the end, true strength isn't power, it's purpose. And Itachi's purpose was greater than any other's. He wasn't the loudest, he wasn't the flashiest, but he was the one every other shinobi stood upon, the invisible pillar holding their world together. So when people ask who the strongest ninja is, they look at Naruto, Sasuke, or Madara. But the truth is simple. Without Itachi Uchiha, none of them would have survived long enough to be called great. He was the mind behind peace, the soul of sacrifice, and the shadow that protected the light. Itachi Uchiha, the strongest ninja who ever lived.